Hi everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to my Trying a New Makeup Product Everyday series. Today I am so excited to try out the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina collection, Norvina Pro Pigment Palette Volume 1. So I just got this in my July 2021 BoxyCharm Premium box, and that box was amazing. It was all Anastasia Beverly Hills products. So if you have not seen that unboxing, I'll have that linked in the description down below. It was such a beautiful unboxing experience too. Like, it came packaged like a PR box. And this palette was like the star of the box to me. It's huge. It is so beautiful. All the colors in it, and the huge mirror. I know I'm gonna get great use out of that. But these colors are just amazing. I love a colorful eyeshadow palette. I love bright pinks and purples, and there's beautiful shimmers, so I can't wait to play around with this. This is a $60 eyeshadow palette, and looking at it, like, I would expect this to be pricey. It says it's an artistry grade palette of 25 high performance shades with maximum payoff. There's a disclaimer on here that a bunch of the shades are not intended to use around the immediate eye area. What does that mean? It's like all of the matte shades, literally, like these purples, the pink, that purple, all of the matte shades say not to use around the eye area. I'm like trying to look up online what that could possibly mean, because to me, like, immediate eye area means like the eyelids and stuff, right? And how can I do an eyeshadow look with this without using any of the matte shades? And actually, it's not just the matte shades. Some of the shimmers are listed here as well. I'm just gonna use this palette like I normally would. Hopefully that'll be okay. But first, I want to just go ahead and swatch some of the shades. Of course, I have to swatch this hot pink here. Oh my gosh, that pigment. Let's go for a bright purple. How about gold sparkle? Maybe this blue sparkle. Oh my gosh. And then this is like a neon red. Okay, those look so incredibly pigmented. Oh my gosh. These are amazing. And the texture, I would not describe the texture as buttery. They're actually almost like a chalk feel, but they're so pigmented still. Hopefully it'll be easy to work with, but I don't think this is necessarily an easy, like, beginner type of palette, considering it's called an artistry palette. I am noticing that my fingers are a little bit stained from these colors, but it's coming off with my little makeup remover here. So I am going to test this out with and without an eyeshadow primer. So going in with my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, I'll apply this just all over one of the eyelids. And then just blending this from lash line to brow bone. And by the way, I think I forgot to show an up-close view of these swatches. This one down here, that neon red, definitely did not swatch very nicely, but the other ones are pretty pigmented in their swatches. All right, so I love that there is a matte white shade here. So I'm just gonna pick that up and dust it all over the lid to set the lid and prep it for the rest of the shades. I'm not trying to really build up the color much. And now I'm gonna take the lightest shimmery shade here. It looks like it's a shimmery purple. And let's see how this is as a brow highlight. Pretty! It's definitely purple, but it's almost like a holographic purple with that sheen. I love that. Such a pretty color. I think that's a good brow highlight. I'm going to use it in the inner corner as well. And since it's like a holographic purple ultraviolet shade, it makes me want to do a pink and purple eyeshadow look, or at least definitely incorporate some pinks and purples, maybe some other colors too. I just feel like there are so many options and so many directions that you can take your makeup in with this palette. I feel like I don't see much of a light transition shade, but that's okay. This is not going to be a casual light kind of eyeshadow look. I think this is going to be pretty bold and colorful. At least that's what I'm going to go for. So let's start out with this beautiful bright matte purple. And I'm going to go ahead and blend this in that transition crease brow bone area. And you can see this one has good pigment. Let's see if I can blend it out. It's a little bit difficult to blend. I'm noticing right away how it just kind of sticks. So you gotta work with it, but I think it is blending and diffusing out nicely. Such a beautiful, bright purple color. I feel like I only lightly have to touch my brush in to pick up more of the product because a little goes a long way, which I love. I love the color combination of that light purple highlight into the purple transition. I'm gonna pick up a smaller brush and deepen up the crease with another shade of purple. I think I'm gonna go for this one here and focus this right into the crease. Wow, look at how pigmented this one is. So it definitely looks splotchy, uneven at first. So I'm really going to take the time to work at blending it out. I'm loving the combination of these shades though. Definitely pigmented, but not super blendable for me. And I think the pigment is pretty much the same. This is the eye without the primer right now, and maybe I've had to dip back in for a little bit more product to build it up to the same amount of pigment as the eye with the primer. But that's pretty impressive how similar they really are. Now I don't know how well this is going to turn out, what I want to try and do, but I kind of want to take the hot pink and do a halo eye using the gold. I guess we'll figure out what color I want to do the halo with. But I'm going to take a flatter brush and pick up the hot pink, and I'm going to apply that to the inner corner and the outer corner. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. Very pigmented and bright. And I love a pink and purple eyeshadow look like this. And for such a colorful eyeshadow palette, I love how cohesive these shades are because I feel like there are so many different colors I could choose to put in the center here that would work with the color combination that I already have on my eyes. But my initial thought was to use the gold, so that's what I'm going to go for. And I'm going to use my finger to pick it up and tap that into the center. Oh my gosh, look at how bright and beautiful that is. Wow, that really pops. It looks so sparkly. I love that. I'm gonna do a little bit of blending. Ooh, I love that. That is so cool. Now for the lower lash line, I want to use a shade different than what I've already put on my eyes, even though I feel like any of the shades, like the pink or the purple on the lower lash line, would look so good. But I think I want to take another shimmer because I've only used 2 shimmers, highlight and the halo so far. And I can't resist a pink sparkle, so I'm going to pick up that pink sparkle for the lower lash line here. Ooh, I love this color. This shows up so pigmented. Such a gorgeous shade of pink. This is such a fun eyeshadow look, oh my gosh. I just think this is such a fun palette in general. Just sitting down and playing with the colors in this palette is always going to be fun. And there's seriously no difference with the primer versus without it. Wow, this is one of my favorite eyeshadow looks I have done in a while, or maybe ever. And here's the finished look. I just feel like when I blink, the gold looks so cool and it pops so much. All of the colors pop. So I am very impressed by this palette and I am so happy I got it in BoxyCharm. I do think that $60 is so expensive for an eyeshadow palette. And when it's a palette like this, which is just primarily fun colors, not much of my everyday essentials, it's hard for me to think that $60 is worth it, since this really is just kind of a fun, special occasion, or just like kind of no occasion, just playing with makeup type of palette for me. If you have this and you've done some beautiful, fun eyeshadow looks, definitely let me know about them in the comments down below because I'd love to get some more ideas. I do feel like this is just such an inspiring palette to just see a color that's drawing my eye and just create something around that color or incorporating that color, even just like randomly choosing colors. It would be so fun, and practice makeup skills because it's definitely a trickier formula in my opinion because it's not a super buttery, soft, blendable type of formula. It's definitely more of a sticks down, chalky, hard to blend formula, but so worth it with the finished results. And I'm not even saying that what I did here is perfectly blended at all. I know I need to practice more, but I still really love how this came out. But thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day. And I will see you tomorrow in my next video.